Welcome back, Commanders. Season 12, GVG, round 13. It was a juicy one. Let me tell ya, Revenants.UA, Super Elite Guild, and yeah, we gave them a hard fight. I mean, we fought them tooth and nail, and to no avail. They came at me pretty hard. They managed to take me out. And this one was unfortunate. It was unfortunate, but they took heavy losses doing so. That being said, honor to the fallen. We'll get into some attacks here, some defensive victories and losses. So we had 3 teams went undefeated. The Nazov, Valara, Catagrim, Ireless, Pope, probably one of my favorite comps. And then the combination of the Nazov, Ingrid, Mari here. I might even move Mari up a couple tiles. But nonetheless, like, very hard to get swarms by. Nazov's ult's coming right back. Mari's slowing. Catagrim with Ireless. Really hard to kill. Really hard to kill, right? And then we've got our boy X. X going to give it to you. Again, this time a little different. Also using Draylen. I really like this setup. Only thing is Ingrid. I mean, if they would have been able to use Spectral Archers here, they pretty easy flyover. So I don't know, maybe they didn't figure that out, or maybe they were out of elites by the time they tried to really take them out. Anyways, about 2 hours left here. And again, their setups super strong. Got wins where we could. We'll go into my attacks first here. First attack. Oh yeah, so basically I attacked. Kind of took a playbook from Trump here. I attacked the vice leaders and the leaders, wherever they may have been, in order to try and get them to attack me and get the attacks away from some of my guildmates in rage and anger. But it was to no avail, because they just steamrolled us pretty much. But we got a lot of wins. A lot of fun. Okay. Enough said. Let's get into it. So, 518 KBP with Lily. That's, pretty good. I mean, if it was in the 540s, that's when you're starting to worry about the A3 counts and the A5 Ezreaths and stuff like that. But he does melt the magic tank away, but I get that extra stack on the Fiend, send off the Fool right behind, and proc Lily's passive, broke Kier's healing passive, and the Fiend's healing is procced before the count ults, which is super important. And that's why you don't go Fool first. You let the Fiend get as many hits in and as many attacks away from Valesi's minions in order for the Fiend's healing to proc. Then the Fool gets the shield, then the count hits. Poetry. Scared to win. This next one here, Roke 777. Super. He got super lucky here. I set this up and it's like pretty much 100% win rate, but my Fiends just wouldn't do the job, and then they wouldn't double tap, and then when if and when Mo or Ezra Ezra gets into his mojo with his rejuvenations and whatnot, especially if he's awakened, he can get into a real grind where he's basically just Cyrus is topped up 100%. And because here I'm not using the bugs, I need the double tap to be able to kill Cyrus. So, couldn't believe it, right? This one fiend gets to the back rank, and I don't even have, like, if I would have brought the dogs, sure, maybe I'll start bringing dogs from now on. I just like using golden guards because it looks cool when you're running them by with the fool, right? When they get to the portal with 0 damage, it's just kind of, a little aura farm, but damn, did it ever backfire here. And yeah, I get the L there. But I come back and just had to show him how lucky he really got that first time and make sure that Ezra is out of his mojo, whatever. Pretty much the same thing, but everything goes wrong and it still all works out. You'll see what I'm saying here. So nothing really dies fast enough, and then those 3 bugs don't stack up the fiend. And the fiend's like almost into his auto heal, and it just rolls right through, right? Beholders and all. Easy peasy. Secure to win. Enzium. I decide to bring along the Countess just because sometimes Toro is a 5, and if you just try to use the fiends, that last revive, sometimes you need one of those fiends to get to the portal with the way everything works out. But yep, I mean, you got her, or we all might have her, or should have her, probably have the Countess, so might as well use her where you can in the appropriate times and places. There goes Toro. Toro not a5. Didn't really matter there, but we did lose the Countess. Crazy, right? So, yeah, I mean, when these count teams when they're done up properly, and luckily for me, I mean, I should have went bugs there, but I went beholders, and Valesi wasn't pointed the right direction. And I mean, if you got the tank back one more, and you can kind of face her up 1 tile down, but nope. Scared one. Lior. Again, I'm bringing in the Countess because these count teams are tough, man. I know because I use one. And this one, see, this one here, your Ezrith almost has to be a5 because you need him to be able to take out the Fool before the Fool does too much with the fiends or whatever in front of the tank here. So like Ezrith doing some good damage, but you want that Fool to be for sure dead. I mean, he did a decent job, but 1 attack before that would have been nicer. And my fiend kind of gets in behind Brokir there, and once that tank goes down, the Countess, she will sweep the floor with everybody's guts. Yes, she will. Book! Bomba clot. Secure to win. Sambuca. Sambuca. I needed some kind of Lord. I wish I had the Chaos Lord because he would work so much better. Glacius, I don't like how squishy he is and how slow sometimes he gets through the map. But this guy's kind of also slow sometimes, Maw. But just want to bait Nazar's ult there. And then a little miscalculation on my part because Valar is there taking up the swarms and procking up the fiends, so you don't really need to send the fiend and the beholders with any of Nazar's ult left. So that fiend makes it, everything's good. I should have timed this a little different maybe You know, send the Fiend the Beholders anyway, just because they might get lucky and take Valar out. But I know that Ma's going to take her out if he hits anyway, and I know he's worth 2 points, so I sent him off anyway. You know, why not? He's in the mail. And yeah, we just barely makes it to the portal for the Fiend. Secure to win. Okay, Hugimon. So I set this team up in my sandbox, and it was real tricky. Now, I lost this first attack because his Mari Valara combination, the way the pushback and the rage regen for Valara and all that stuff, it just didn't quite work out the exact same way. So I had to adjust accordingly for the second attack. But I'm using the Fallen Templar here. I've got them level 8, so I'm hoping they stay alive long enough to give this Fiend that one more stack. In this case, it didn't really matter. They didn't really need it, but sometimes they do, and if you can, why not? They'll be all the stronger for it. So, Cyrus, the Fool, just casting that one shield a little too late. Otherwise, it would make Cyrus fall much faster. And this little combination between Valara's pushbacks, Mari's slows. See, normally the Fiend doesn't take out Neza that fast. And once that happens, I mean, I could have sent the Fiends and then the dogs, but I would have ran out around the clock. So I didn't see the window there. I sent the dogs, just whatever. I mean, going for the win, but I didn't get it. But then I come back, try it again. I wish my dogs were level 8 or 9, beef them up a little bit. Okay, same thing. Fallen Templar, straight up at 10 cost. And then standard issue. I use the Fool here with the Fiend and the double bugs because in the testing that's usually all it took. Though the Fiend hopefully is usually, or something is usually there in front of Mari so that Mari can ult once Nazaw's done, and then you time the dogs just for the end of the Mari ult, because if the dogs even touch that freeze, right? If they even touch that freeze. So here I send the other Fiends, and Nazaw stays alive a lot longer there, and you'll see there's that. If they even touch that freeze, there goes the freeze. There goes Valara's pushback. Yeah, let's go. Dogs to the portal. Yeah, nasty little combination having Nazaw with Carnelian, Valara pushback. Yeah, that's how I would have ran the team. But I secured a win. And then we managed to take out... Actually, we did pretty good with the keeps. Well, this guy went 2-0, but 1-4, 2-4. So this is the one everybody was just trying to get gotten here. Inarius. And then I took her out. And then Guatabala. Watch this. He makes it look so easy. So, I mean, this is pretty much like the best case scenario, like when just everything kind of works out, I guess. Because he really just makes a fool of this team, and it's honestly not this easy. I assure you, you just start, you know, you can't just really use the auto fights here and just hope for the best. You got to use the auto fight, but be ready to change smaller things here. Like when he sends the dogs, because his Fiends just walk right through. Look at this. It's that one freeze there, though. That makes all the difference, man. All the difference. But his Fiend gets that shield and takes out Naza double tap. I don't know what happened there, but he just sees the opportunity. He's like, oh, there goes, and Valara's pushback's gone. Nice win, bro. Made it look easy. Scares win. Here's another one right here that was proving to be a little tricky. Boy Guatemala steps in and I whoop your head, boy. Yeah, Ingrid Wukong, Ingrid Wukong, you pretty much need a Mari. If you try to use an AI, they'll start to be able to fly over. But A5 cracked out Ingrid seems to be viable for at least making it so they have to use the Fool with the Countess. And then Nazal Wukong, obviously, you're going to have to use them as well. So everybody just kind of moves through the map here. Healers do their thing, and Ma just kind of whacks away. Fuck. Right on, bro. Scares a win. This one here proved to be stronger than lots of us had anticipated. Ineluku. Probably murdering that name, but recently joined to give us a hand for the rest of the season anyway. Does a pretty cool shield dance here. This Lady A obviously just cracked out, and maybe he doesn't have... That one worked much better with the shields, so that's cool. Sends the healers out. Healers take a hit. That's okay, they're going to heal up. The only thing that sucks here is his necros here. They take this hit. They take that hit. Oh, can't take them hits. But yeah, everybody just kind of gets there, crawls their way through. A minute left on the clock, and the healers are there. It's all over, bud. Yeah, I love it. Love it. Dirty, dirty, dirty Swarm. Shield dance. The healer dance. Scares a win. Nice job. Alright, we'll go into some of the defensive. So right off the bat, we'll go... We don't have to show them all. They were all... Some used No Lord, some used Chaos Captain. Nobody tried the Countess here, but they did eventually find a hole with it. And in my testing, for some reason, Catagrim always received an orb, like before he really took damage, or even as if it was just the magic tank hitting. And all of a sudden, he just stopped getting that orb. So, I don't know if kind of RNG that was I was rocking. But they ended up finding a way to basically bypass the whole orb thing, and it sucked. But yeah, they send off the fiends. The way I have this set up, the count's hitting. So, unfortunately, Hujimon, he actually must not have watched his guildmate's attack, because Solo Bot here. Oh no, Solo Bot tried to he tried to get me with the Frost Dominion level 7 tanks. I forgot about this, or I hadn't even watched this. Maybe I missed this one. Maybe Hujimon was the first one to try it, and then his bro tried the same thing right after him. Anyways, we'll watch this. Interesting. Speed demons. Okay. And then the little frost guys there. Alright. Yeah, I mean, Valara's ult's gonna come back, and it just doesn't... Well, I mean, if you have the RNG, the crazy good RNG to freeze Valara twice there while she was an alt, that might actually work. If 2 more of them frost guys get through, man, they can start really stacking up the frostbite to the whole team. we're being honest. So it must have been. Oh, Solomon. Oh, yeah. How did I do that? Vagabond. This guy tries it first. Now, normally baiting with a magic tank on the count teams is a really good idea, especially if you use like the Fool and then the magic tank, because you're almost guaranteed for that magic tank to stay alive long enough for your fiends to get down there. This way I have it so that the count doesn't ult until the fiends attack or get stacked up, and then it's usually just coincides with their healing and everything like that. So yeah, this is the first guy. Hugem on there didn't really watch this attack, so he's probably kicking himself in the butt there, but that's okay. Really like these little healing rats, if I'm being honest. I think I might start using them instead of the beholders, but it's hard to say. I'm using the double bugs a lot lately, just for the cost. Funny enough, I should say that, because that's actually how they end up taking down my second team. So this guy here, he tries it without a lord, maybe, and then maybe he tries it with a lord. Or maybe this is where they started. Oh yeah, this is the first guy to figure it out. So yeah, I mean, Catagrim just does not receive that orb. I mean, he's got to ult first. And for some reason there, he did ult because I seen the artifact logo above his head. But that fiend still killed him. So that's unfortunate. I really don't want to... You can't use Malvere without Ireless. And if I bring in Catagrim, if I bring in Ireless and Catagrim into this cultist team, nobody attacks it. So it's kind of a give and take. It's like, well, with this particular Revenants.UA, I mean, yeah, probably going to get attacked anyway. But it wouldn't have been 7 wins, because it probably would have been, 2 wins and 3 losses, or 2 wins, 2 losses, whatever. Sometimes they just don't want to try if it's a little too crazy. When you start getting into Ireless Catagrim, it gets pretty crazy. So he does try the same thing. No, the Lord. So, yeah, that count really putting in work there. Yeah, that's for sure. And this time, obviously, with the Lord, yeah, man, it just sucks. I mean, Catagrim does have that little bit of unyielding, but how is this fiend double tapping a shield and Catagrim's health before he gets this orb? Is that a double tap? I got him at like 151k, plus he's in Unshaken Will, so add 20% on that. So that's 180 base, and then the Pantheon's 40%. Like, the guy's got 250, 60,000 health. How? What? Like 350 with the shield. How are these fiends just... Oh, it's just so annoying, I'm telling you. I mean, no comp is going to be unbeatable, but it's just ridiculous how much... Well, I guess they're not full health, are they? They haven't even... Because when they cast the shield... Oh, yeah. Anyways, so that's pretty much how the rest of them try it. They get a little bad RNG on this Inesium here. And yeah. The other team... Oh, did we watch this already? Is that what I did? Without even knowing? Okay, so that's what happened. So we'll watch this one here, he's got the level 8 fiends. Fortunately, level 8 just aren't gonna cut it. And again, Cyrus used to... It seems like whenever there's a freeze mechanic or something like that, and the Valara pushback, even like normally if Cyrus would be hitting so that he's spamming his skeleton, if Valara even pushes back a little bit, Cyrus just stops. Even with the fiend stacked up, Cyrus doesn't start hitting him until like that fiend is basically hitting Cyrus, which is a real pain in the ass. So luckily Nazar comes back here, and like I say, the level 8s just don't quite cut it. You need that first fiend to pretty much take out Valara, and that's about it. That's all she wrote. So that was the general... I mean, you're not going to bring in the Countess here because she's just really not going to have the intended... She's not going to work as intended because you're going to have to shield her, and then she's going to take away from the shields. Anyways, so how they ended up having to do it, this guy come in here, Achilles, level 9 fiends, and they are most definitely affiliated to something of crazy nature, because I'll tell you right now, they work. They work. He takes me out. Double taps. Kudos, though. Kudos. I didn't think this team would be defeated. I'm thinking if I would have brought in, or if I would have left in Boreas, would they have worked? And the answer is, I don't know. It's hard to say. But you'll see Cyrus just not even spamming his skeleton in there, and that loses the fight. Because the dang LGs come in. And look at this. Look at this. My Valara is A3. My Valara is A3. She should have survived those LG attacks. And Nazar's just going to be too little too late. And these damn bugs, man. The bugs got me. The bugs. Oh. Tragic, man. It's tragic. Good job, my friend. Good job, Achilles. You got me. Alright, that is about all I have for today's video. I just want to say, we tried guildmates. Good job. We got them down to 62.3%. They are elite guild, so no hard feelings there. Give ourselves a pat on the back. Revenants.UA, I salute you. GG, fellas. Yeah, that's about it. That's all. As always, you stayed till the end. I appreciate your time. Okay, love y'all. Thanks.